I was about to go out and get some expensive coffee at my overpriced liberal coffee shop and play some Persona 5, but then I had the misfortune of looking at my comments and I saw this one comment saying, "Can you do a video on Mr. Boone? It would be funny." Or Mr. Booney, how you pronounce it. Now, why have people recommended that I do a video on Mr. Boone, just talk about his channel? Well, because this guy, he's commented under my channels multiple times, and I only have 2,000 subscribers. This guy has 26,000 subscribers. And my channel has a weird habit of attracting people who are way bigger than me. And I don't even do any special editing or do any sort of fancy skits or jokes or anything like that. I just say what comes to my mind, and somehow it pisses off bigger YouTubers. I mean, for the most part, like there were a few YouTubers that found my channel and left a positive or a neutral comment, but there's also bigger YouTube channels that I just managed to piss off, and it's just really funny and fascinating to me. Like this one right here, he commented under my Chrono Trigger video, and I wasn't even expecting anyone to see the Chrono Trigger video. In that video, I went over how Chrono Trigger is flawed on PC because it has a habit of crashing. And then this guy with a million subscribers found it and left a nice comment. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, Mr. Boone, or how you pronounce it, has left several comments under my channel. Nothing mean any or harmful or anything like that. But I'm like, bro, you have 26,000 subscribers. What you should, why are you giving my channel so much attention? I first noticed him when he got pissy under my the problem with cartoon essays video. That's one of my most popular videos too, which shocked me. And I was wondering, why is this nigga so pissed? And then I look at his channel and I'm like, oh, that's why he does these sort of cartoon videos. But at least with his cartoon essays or whatever, they're not like an hour long, so that's good on him. But a lot of his content a lot of his content just regards around hating on Vizzy Pop and larping for smiling friends, and that's okay. But that kind of these types of opinions are just very boring and predictable. Invincible needs to hire his NSFW or animators. I don't really care for Invincible. I can't do a response to this because I already finished the Invincible comic. I know how the Invincible show is going to end, and I don't feel like watching the same. I just don't feel like watching the adaptation with worse animation or worse art. And then let's see, is NSFW art really easy mode? What? I don't know. All good shows end at season 3. Now that's a stupid thing to say. Lots of good shows have, end with more than 3 seasons. Not all of them. Like, have you seen Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Venture Bros, Aqua Teen Hunger Force? This is a really dumb. This is a really dumb assumption. Go watch better shows. Let's see. Disney remakes never work, no matter the movie. That's a very common opinion. Yep, the Disney remakes aren't that good. The Smiling Friends. Okay, so this is I think it's like an April Fool's video. And why did Hasman Hotel outlive Smiling Friends? Well, because the Smiling Friends creators literally admitted that they don't want to do Smiling Friends, at least not for a while. While the Hasman Hotel creator, still wants to do Hasman Hotel. That's not like a very hard question to ask. I hate when YouTubers ask really stupid questions with obvious answers. Let's see. Let's see here. Smiling Friends knew it was already over. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. So you see, that's the thing with Mr. Boone is that his videos are just stuff that I don't care about. I look at his stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, he's one of those people that like the milk fizzy pop hate, and that's about it. And here's the thing: I haven't watched Hell of a Boss in years. I was actually shocked it had more than one season, and the only time I watched Hasman Hotel was because of the pilot. I only see Vizzy Pop merch whenever I go to the mall at Hot Topic. But other than that, I have no opinion on Vizzy Pop cartoons, because I haven't really seen them. And like all YouTube shows, Mr. Boone has a Patreon, which I gotta say, again, if you donate money to a YouTuber, you are a naive fool who has no right to complain about any economic issues because you clearly have enough money to give to a stranger on the internet. Let's look at the Patreon real quick. $2.50 a month, ad-free content. Well, that's already kind of a scam, isn't it? Because if you have YouTube Premium, you don't really got to worry about ads, yes? But even then, why would I give you $2.50 a month just to avoid having an advertisement that I could easily skip? Shout out at the end of the video. Oh boy, I hope for a shout out from a random YouTuber. I get why people shout out their Patreon donators, but for me, whenever a YouTuber does that, I just immediately forget that donator's name, you know. Invitation to a discourse server? Hell no. Oh no. No. I'm never using Discord. You can't make me use Discord. And then we got the $5.50 a month tier. And again, if you pay this guy money, you're pretty much just wasting money. Giving money to a YouTuber is a really stupid investment because YouTubers also have a habit of messing up severely, or just, deciding to stop making videos and going off the platform one day. It's a dumb investment. If you really want to invest, go invest in stocks or go invest into a house or something like that, for your own future. A YouTuber won't be there for your own individual future. But, okay, I'll try to react to this video, and if it's entertaining enough, I'll just leave it in this video as well. Gameoververse drama and the rise of the internet puritans. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what that has to talk about. Now, I never even heard of Gameoververse. Right now, I haven't seen any recent animations or cartoons anyway, outside of Primal, because the thing is, there are so many shows that I gotta finish and complete. So I can't really focus on the new stuff because I'm also trying to complete and marathon the old stuff as well. But let's see what he has to talk about with the Puritans. Before we start, this is just a critique. I get no money off of reacting to his video at all.
The reaction to Gameoververse honestly says more about modern internet culture.
More than modern internet culture. Modern internet culture is about the same as old internet culture. I mean, whiny, entitled people, will always exist on the internet. I already know that because you leave a bunch of whiny, entitled comments under my videos.
That's about the show itself. Because the second the pilot released, it immediately became another battleground in what feels like the internet's ongoing war against media.
I'm sorry, what?
And it does about the show itself. Because the second the pilot released, it immediately became another battleground in what feels like the internet's ongoing war against...
Oh, okay, he's self-censoring himself. Oh my goodness. If you're going to talk about such topics, use actual real words instead of just censoring yourself. When you censor yourself, to me anyway, in my personal opinion, you just sound like a retarded pussy. Like, imagine if you go to a court or any sort of professional field, and instead of using serious words to describe the situation, you use stupid shit like unalive or raped or suicide, that kind of dumb shit. Just use big boy words. I mean, you're a grown-ass man. Alright, so I'm 1 minute and 51 seconds into this video, and so far nothing of interest has really peaked. But one problem with this video is the constant censorship. Like, you don't even want to use the word sexy. Like, come on now. One Piece clips with Sanji often use the word sexy. I'm pretty sure you can say the word sexy. Say sex. Say porn. Use real words, pansy.
When it started gaining traction, people weren't just criticizing the writing or pacing or humor. No, a huge amount of the discourse was centered around the fact the main character, Kit, was apparently too...
In my opinion, this character doesn't look sexy at all.
That it was somehow being dishonest because it wasn't high school DxD and instead just happened to have a scene or two.
I like how it's the year 2026 and we're still referencing high school DxD. I'm guilty of this too. In a video where I talk about separating art from the artist, I brought up DxD as an example because Issei's voice actor for the English dub got caught with child pornography.
with hot.
Hey, look, I just said the word pornography, and that video actually had about 4,000 views, which is way higher than my standard. And look, YouTube didn't punish me. You don't gotta censor yourself.
Personally, I find just goodbye that is boring.
All right, I'll come back when the video gets interesting again. So after spending 3 minutes with MrBoone's boring video, I decided to go look up the Gameoververse or whatever it's called. And whoa, mama, 18 million views. And look at that like to dislike proportion. This is clearly a very popular thing. And throughout MrBoone's video, he's getting angry and upset at the loud minority. Like, I hate to be that guy, but every popular thing is going to have that loud minority that just don't like said popular thing. It happens with everything. It's not a new phenomenon either. I remember this happening back with Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 2 came out in 2001, had a lot of popularity, but there were that small set of fans who didn't like it and made constant crybaby complaints about the game because, you got to play as Raiden. And but still though, Metal Gear Solid 2 was still a very successful, beloved game. It sold about 7 million copies, if not more, which is extremely high. Not even modern games can reach those types of sales numbers sometimes. But if I understand the frustration with the minority complaining about something, but I mean, the vast majority, you don't need to simp for this show so hard, like the vast majority of people like it.
Minority of the complaints, which is weird because the show itself is honestly pretty tame compared to so much modern media. You would think people were talking about some insanely explicit.
Again, I don't even really watch pilots though, because the thing about pilots is that sometimes even when they're super popular, they don't go anywhere else outside of the pilot. Like that Western Gulch pilot, like that one looked pretty cool, but where is it? There's just been no further news from what I've seen.
An edgy anime or a game designed entirely around fan service.
Again, with the whole self-censorship, stop censoring yourself. Stop censoring yourself. You sound like a retard when you do that.
It's been a horror or midriff. Once again, if you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to subscribe.
I hate when YouTubers be like that. Hey, subscribe to my channel, bro. Check out my mixtape, bro. Like, no, I'll subscribe to you if I deem you worthy of my subscription, not because you asked for it. If you have to ask for subscriptions, that goes to show that you're not very secure about yourself.
Hit the button if you want to support the channel, and let me know in the comments. What do you think about all this?
Well, if I wanted to, why would I want to let you know what I think in your comments? I have a feeling if I comment under your video, you're just going to instantly shadow ban me. But no, if I want to, support the show, I'll just go and comment under their video, not yours. You're a nobody. You're not the person that made the show or the pilot.
As artistic, aggressively defend hyper characters in
Sexualized. You don't need to censor yourself.
games like Stellar Blade, as artistic freedom, suddenly act deeply uncomfortable the moment a Western indie animation project has attractive characters.
Well, again, I wouldn't say that the characters are attractive, but who are these people? Who are these people that liked and supported Stellar Blade, but then have an issue with that new pilot cartoon? Who are these people? Can you provide any names? Are these people in the room with us now?
And to be clear, I don't even think that most of these people are consciously trying to be puritanical. I think what we're seeing is the result of years of internet discourse slowly training people to associate.
Or, it just could be people having an opinion that you don't like. And again, sexuality, dude, you sound like a fucking retard. Use the word sexuality.
People constantly frame attraction itself as cringe. Entire sections of the internet act like...
Oh no, man! It seems like people are just joking. Yeah, I don't. It seems like you're just taking jokes too personally.
Acknowledging that a fictional adult character is attractive somehow.
You know what I'm noticing throughout the trend of this video? Like, you're using all sorts of fictional. No, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean. I was going to say fictional. You're using all sorts of social media platforms: Twitter, Reddit, memes on Discord. Like, you would be. I guarantee you would be way more happy with life if you just gave the social media stuff a break. Trust me. Like, I could make multiple videos pointing out something stupid that someone said on Twitter, but you know why I don't do that? It's because I don't use Twitter, and thank goodness for that. I barely use Facebook nowadays, and it's been awesome, not having a social media addiction. Because here's the thing, like no matter how much you bitch and moan about what people say on social media, they're still gonna say what they want on social media, regardless of how moronic or out of context what they got to say. It's just an unfortunate fact. Or actually, I don't want to say it's an unfortunate fact. It's cool that people can say whatever they want on social media, as long as it's legal. Like nothing too crazy. If people want to shit on a pilot, then let them.
Art surrounding them, and the show made. And the moment fan art starts appearing online, suddenly people begin treating the existence of fans as proof that the work itself is artistically compromised. And that's sadly what happened with Gameoververse.
It happened with Gameoververse. I looked at Gameoververse. Again, 18 million views, a ton of likes. I feel like you're just making up I feel like you're just making up fictional scenarios, Mr. Boone.
Men. Somehow shows like Bleach are unanimously adored online.
Oh man, I can tell you were born after the year 2010. Bleach was not unanimously adored online. I remember the Fullbring art getting so much hate, and with the ending getting rushed. I remember seeing a video of someone just burning all their Bleach manga in a pile because they were so upset by the ending. Bleach has always been getting a lot of hate, especially when it randomly came on with those filler arcs. I remember being a poor kid having to stay up late at night on Adult Swim every Saturday just to watch Bleach. And there was only one episode of Bleach, and then bam, filler arc, and I hate it when that happened.
With its creator.
But a big problem with this video is that Mr. Boone is just repeating himself over and over again. Oh no, there's too many Puritans. Oh no, people don't like this shitty pilot that I like. Oh no, just Jesus Christ, we get it. You like the pilot. Move on to something else.
Actively going out of their way to troll the editor by making its main character have bigger within each arc, even converting that to the anime, with next to nobody trying to say that show was horrible because of it. But
well, actually, there have been people that complain about Bleach being too sexualized. There actually have been people like that. You just got to go online and look for it. Like I said, people will always complain about something, no matter how petty it is. That's just the way of the internet. So yeah, the rest of the video is just Mr. Boone just throwing a hissy fit over, people leaving comments online like, oh no, people don't like this pilot. Oh, boo hoo hoo. It is what it is, man,
comes from discomfort with sincerity and attraction. These people...
This is very obvious information.
The product, terrified of offending...
Also, I hate when YouTubers use Persona music, Donkey Kong music, and Zelda music in the background. It is very predictable. So yeah, that was Mr. Boone's video, and very boring, very predictable. And there's an irony about this as well. Like, he's the type of person that wants to defend, cartoons being all sexual and shit, but then he doesn't even want to, uncensor himself and use the actual word sexual or sex. Like, wow, you want to be anti-censorship, but then you just go ahead and censor your own words. Like, grow the fuck up, pussy. And to the person that recommended me to watch a Mr. Boone video or do a video on Mr. Boone, screw you. I just wasted like 10 minutes watching his lame-ass video defending an overly popular pilot. Like the pilot only has like 15,000 dislikes versus what, 1 million likes? I'm pretty sure it's not as hated as Mr. Boone is trying to make it out to be. I almost called him Mr. Goon. Mr. Boone's content mainly consists of making safe, boring observations of Has-Been Hotel and Smiling Friends, like this stupid title video right here. Why does the internet love Smiling Friends? That's a really stupid question. I don't know why you felt the need to ask that. And when he's not milking Has-Been Hotel or Vizzy Pop and Smiling Friends, he's talking about how perverted fictional drawings are. And that stuff's just not for me. So, yeah, Mr. Boone, please keep commenting under my channel. Heck, do a response video to my channel. Help me, give me some more attention, because this was really funny. I managed to amass 2,000 subscribers and piss off multiple YouTubers without even asking for any subscriptions. while also making fairly low effort content. Personally, what I would recommend MrBoone do is that instead of e-begging on Patreon and, whoring yourself out for subscriptions, get a real job and do YouTube as a side thing. Because when you try to make a living off of YouTube, you end up turning your hobby into a job, and that's just not fun. Plus, you gotta censor yourself and become more of a sellout whoring shell. Or go outside and touch grass, or the more chat alternative, touch some concrete, because grass is full of all sorts of insects and dog poop and stuff. Grass is overrated. Whenever I go on walks, I prefer dirt trails or concrete.